A new law is on the books known as the 21st Century Cures Act. It has the potential to invigorate medical research, promote innovation, and speed the development of new treatments for diseases like cancer. It also sets aside some funds for states to improve the way that we treat mentally ill and those suffering in the grip of opioid addiction. As ABC 7's Adam Cellini shows us, the aid is sorely needed right now on the Suncoast.
Away from the sunny beaches and tall condos on the Suncoast, countless individuals are suffering from some form of mental illness, which can often leave them on the street or in jail. One of those suffering is the 31-year-old son of this Manatee County couple.
His addiction started 10 years ago, and we have been relentlessly looking for help. And the only thing that we can find is a couple days at Centerstone.
The main option for mental health care in Manatee County is Centerstone Behavioral Clinic in Bradenton, but Nick and Sharon say desperately needed long-term care can cost nearly $10,000 per month. Both law enforcement and caseworkers at the Homeless Resource Center Turning Points will often send people to Centerstone. But recovery takes time, and without insurance or proper resources, it isn't long before many are back in a vulnerable situation.
So many of our people shouldn't be on the street. We have 2 or 3 people that are schizophrenic, and when they go off, they're a threat to themselves and other people.
Right now they're passing out Band-Aids. They don't have the funding. They don't have the power to really help people.
Florida ranks 49th in the nation for funding mental health treatment. Counselor Denise Gattuso says insurance used to cover a year of treatment. Now she says you'd be lucky to get 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Sometimes a week they would give them. What can you do in a week for these poor people? You need your brainwashed from all that thinking that continues to get you back where you started.
But that could soon change. Earlier this month, President Obama signed the 21st Century Cures Act, allocating billions of dollars for medical research and treatment, including helping states with addiction and mental health issues. Suncoast Congressman Vern Buchanan co-sponsored part of that law called the Helping Families in Mental Health Crisis Act. It authorizes grants for mental health intervention and treatment and could boost the overall number of psychiatrists.
We need counselors, we need psychiatrists. That's one of the major needs, is psychiatrists or people who can help them with their mental illness.
It also allows law enforcement to use more funds for crisis intervention training. But most important to Nick and Sharon, it may help clarify HIPAA privacy laws that have isolated them from their son.
They actually Baker acted my son, and they couldn't even tell us they did it. Centerstone couldn't tell us they were there. We drove around relentlessly for hours and hours and hours looking for him, worrying about him, and he was already at Centerstone.
Smaller treatment centers like Gattuso's Prodigal Daughters could also stand to benefit from the law and say communities should ultimately decide where those funds go.
So you really have to put your money where it works.
The bottom line is families like Nick and Sharon's need more options because all they can do is
bring him home and pray. Pray that he doesn't decide to go back into downtown Bradenton.
The Suncoast has been proactive. For years, Centerstone has trained crisis intervention teams for local law enforcement, one of many programs that will hopefully enhance under this new act. In Bradenton, Adam Cellini, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.